voice makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye cleaver.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. Today is Monday, July the 12th. And each and every Monday we have really current news coming out to Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world. Today, Teddy is not here with us, but we have Flavius and myself. And a few crew members will be joining us later on. Top of the morning, Flavius, top of the morning.
Morning, Franco. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Morning, listeners, viewers.
What's happening? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, not much is going on. I don't hear much. I mean, we are very overcast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying earlier. So I don't know what the rest of the day will bring,
Okay.
But, we should be all right.
All right.
When the rain comes, we have water, man. And water is life.
All right. Well, let's link up some more people later on and see what happens. All right.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
All right.
Take away ourselves.
To take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really you, baby. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, forever and ever. Yeah, yeah. I know you're wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah. When you turn your back, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me forever. Oh, really want you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. Hey, and just like a magnifying glass, yeah, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home, to be with me forever, yeah.
Self-mastery. On the journey to self-mastery, travel light. Unpack the baggages of expectations, people-pleasing, and likes. In the temple of your soul, work out your own salvation. The past is gone, nothing to salivate on. Learn from it. This moment is all we have. In it bears the seed of hope. Make every minute count. Water its roots. Keep it interesting. Investing what it has to contribute. Stand firm like sojourner in your own truth. Your own truth. You don't need a second opinion or no one's permission. You are your own muse. Reserve your energy. The more you make sense, the more you make enemies. The world is a fractured place. Broken humans holding on to thin air, balancing on a tightrope of despair, lacking social intelligence, consumer-driven society, manipulating the essence of your existence. Be your own apprentice. Master yourself. Confront the demons in your head. Elevate your moral landscape. Get out of your self-imposed cage. Use the tools you came with to construct castles and cast spells. You are the architect of your own life, the alchemist. Your mind is a gold mine. Self-mastery is the highest calling. We become what we think. We become what we think. Thoughts are things. The source of our misery and happiness comes from within. Work on your weaknesses. Hone your talents and skills. Experiences are valuable gifts. Time works its own magic. It will convert your passion into profit. Eliminate the deadlines in your mind. There is no magic carpet. Climbing up the winding staircase of success. You need a firm grip. Take your hands out of your pocket. Life is not a Rubik's Cube. All the colors of your dreams won't fall into place with a few clicks. The universe is a university that loves to teach. What you don't learn, it repeats. Obstacles are tests. Your best teachers are your past mistakes. Be gentle with yourself. Life is not fair. Everybody won't like you. Nothing to be scared. They are not the reasons you're still breathing. Get over it. Who cares? Who cares?
Yes. Cherry Natural. Flavius, are you there with me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here.
So it's another Monday morning. We might can find some things for chit chat because it's the really current news happening in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world, and there's so many things that has been going on. I know there's a protest coming out of Cuba. I'm not 100% certain of what
Cuba.
Yep, of what they are really, protesting about. It was on one of the news channel last night, and something pertaining to vaccine, but I'm not going to say much on it until I get a full update as to what is happening. Because I saw a video recently, and from what was said in the video is totally different from what was said on the news last night. So I'm going to get more update on it.
You have to be very careful of American news and Cuba, Very careful.
No, this was out of Cuba because the reporter was in Cuba where I do it.
Don't matter.
No. It's an American news reporter in Cuba doing it. And them not just reaching a Cuba just so. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, and like I said, they were getting it from somebody I feed it to them. They were there.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't speak on that at all.
As I said, when I get more update on it, so we can touch that. So what's going on now in Jamaica?
As far as I know, I haven't heard anything strange, anything new. We have shifted our curfew times, allowing more non-curfew times. The daily curfew now is at 11 o'clock to 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., moving from 9 to 5. And Sundays have moved from 2 to 6. So there's a lot more normalcy. You could put it that way. You have they have freed up the entertainment somewhat, where you can have parties and dances and stage shows and all that, but with some strict guidelines. The first of which is that you have to get permission. You have to apply for the permit, and it's a two-phase application. You apply to the municipal corporation to have the event, and you apply to the police noise abatement. So it's two applications you have to make, and if you are successful, then you can go ahead and keep your function with certain guidelines. Only a percentage of the normal size of the place, wherever the venue is. I think you only can fill it up to 3/4 or a half or something like that. So you can have enough space for distancing, So those are the main thing. The other thing is that crime is soaring again. we that is something that we haven't really touched seriously. Still there. I have my own view on the thing. I think we are doing this crime thing the wrong way. I think we are focusing on the wrong thing. My view is that we are focusing on crime and we are focusing on criminals, which we have to. But the most important part, we're not focusing on that part, I don't think. And that part is the conversion rate. And what I mean by that is that let's say you have 100 criminals, and you go out and you hunt them down and you catch them and you take them to the courts and whatever, and you probably can get off 5 or 4 or whatever out of the system. The problem we're having now is that if you get 5 out, you have 20 new ones coming in. That's a conversion rate, where you convert from an ordinary youth to ordinary citizen that convert to crime. And that is where we need to stop the flow.
Okay.
We need to find a way to entice the youth in the other direction. And if we can do into the other direction, because
if they we are saying that's I repeat what you said. You say entice.
Yeah. If you can keep the conversion rate very low, when you take off 5 and you have 1 converted, you are still the winner because you are 4 less. But if the conversion rate is high, you take off 5 and you get 20, then you are 15 more than was there before.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where the money should go. The money should go into the schools and the neighborhoods and the parents and whatever, so that the youth can feel comfortable. And not only comfortable, they can feel that they have a chance. If they follow the norm and go to school and learn, and they can go to university or they can go and work, and they will earn enough so they can look after themselves and their family and whatever. Now what is happening is that the youth go to school, them try them best and them do everything, and when them finish, they are seeing all them friends who didn't go that route, driving big cars and living some lavish lives. That is causing the problem. And then the other problem is the perception of the people in power, how they live. So everybody is looking and say, this is a big, big double standard. There's no hope for me. So when these gang people come and try to recruit them, they will go very quickly because they can offer them all kind of things. So if we can work on the conversion rate, that means that we have to have things in school that can challenge the youth, them things that they can learn, And one of the main thing, you need to get the country fully digitized. People, we know that people in the Caribbean are very, very, very bright people, have a lot of initiatives. So you just need to give them the tool and let them go. And a lot of, they can survive. They'll find a way to create things so they can sell or, they can display to other people and they can make money and feel. People need to feel, a young man or a young woman or whatever need to feel good. They need to, when they go to the supermarket, they can buy things that they need. And sometimes they can even splurge. You know, they buy something that they want, they like. They don't buy it every day, but they can splurge, you know. They can go to the store and get some nice clothes so them can wear, you know. They need to have that power in their hands. When you don't have that power, that's what caused the whole shift. And any little thing comes up, any little convert, you know, any little enticement in the wrong direction. Wrong direction as we see it, but right direction for them because they can afford to do things that they want to do. And I think that's a problem. We cannot live in poverty all our lives. People not going to just sit down and take that. Some will try and all that, but it's easy for them to shift direction. They see the parents try hard with them, come up in poverty, they can hardly have any food to eat and things like that. And somebody is showing them a way that them can make their mother feel good. Themselves, you know, them can go out and meet with other people at a different level. A lot of them, and probably most of them, will take it. And then you have the powers that be who is driving these pretty cars and live in these mansions. That don't help at all. Like I was listening to something on the weekend where this guy was talking about something I've been talking about for a long time. And he's saying, like the politicians and whatever, you cannot see them as your equal because they will not fix up the hospital properly because they don't use it. They're not going to do much for the school system, for education, because their kids don't go to those schools. Things like that. People see everything, you know. People see and understand everything. So you have to be careful what you put forth, what you put forward. These are the things. If we want to get rid of crime, we have to make the people comfortable. You know, everybody's talking about poor people and this and that. What we need to erase from our vocabulary is poverty. We should not have that word going around. And poor people, and we move from ghetto to inner city because it sounds better. These are things we want to get rid of out of the society completely. Everybody don't have to be rich and drive pretty car or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what people need to do is to be comfortable. People need to be comfortable. You know, you can go to a good school. You know, you can get a good education. You know, you can afford to have a computer, tablet, or whatever. You know, on the weekends or whatever, you can put on some good clothes and go to a movie or somewhere. And you don't look out of place. You don't, you know. And the whole thing about, like, you know about that, you know, and I know about that, is that you're marked by your location, where you live. Go for your job and you have to borrow your auntie or your friend auntie uptown address. Yeah. These are things that is destroying the country. And I don't hear the experts and the people who went to school and study all these social things, talking about things like that. those are the things that are driving them in the what we would call the wrong direction, because they want to fit in. They don't want to be an outcast. Like when I went to school, like high school, I mean, it don't matter how rich anybody is who come to school, all of us look the same. Wear the same clothes, go in the same class, sit down beside each other, you know?
Things and time changing, as technology advance, so too people
Yeah, but
and their mind
it's our,
and way of
it's
thought,
our,
because I'm
our
seeing things around the
yeah,
world
but
on what you call it, on internet, news, whatever.
oh yeah. We need to change the whole script
Hmm.
of how life is, and I mean, certain people, they're heading in a certain direction, because when you see them, where them live. We were speaking about all this whole thing of what we call now. They usually call it in Jamaica big yard,
Big yard, what do you
where
mean
you
by
have
big?
a dozen families living in one yard,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and you have tenement yard,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the confusion. I know that area. You can name a number of areas that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Well, I can give you a serious thing. My friend who born and grow and live in East Kingston, just like me, used to live few doors from me. I was talking to him 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and him said, "Don't go there anymore."
No go out there no more.
No,
Because
I'm saying, him physically do not, because it's not safe.
yeah, time change.
Yeah, but it's all changing in the wrong direction. And we can't just sit down as a time change. We have to try and change it back, because we know why it change. Why it change is for the same reason. The whole inequality
So
of life.
how do we go about making back that change to bringing in back some of what we used to do back in the past? Hmm?
We have to all the money, let me tell you, all the money them spending on security and Zozos and whatever they call all these things. I think that money is going in the wrong direction.
So we need to get the government involved then in the communities.
When the government have to be they are the one that's spending the money.
Hmm.
And it's not only money, it's the whole perception. I mean, we have an integrity commission in Jamaica that need to revamp and come again. So you see, everything is perception, and redirection. As long as people have the perception that certain people will always be better than them, or always live a certain way,
Hmm.
they can't and will not. They will look away where they can reach that level.
So I guess the people them not reaching out to the members of parliament, the councillors in their constituency or whatever, to give them some of the ideas where you are mentioning, or explain about some of the stuff that is happening. For
No,
see,
no, but that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way.
I mean, if them have the ideas for.
The members of parliament and councillors must engage the citizenship,
Mhm.
not the other way around. Because most time you try and engage them, they're not listening. Let me tell you.
And then if them not listening, how them how the people are gonna expect them now to come engage with them when them not listening? Cause I mean, them have something have happen is either them see the crisis are go rise. Either the
The
people
old,
them
the old, the
demonstrate or
old,
keep sending them letters, whatever. Bombard them
the old,
with letters.
the old politics have to change, and not just the politicians, but all the business people them who hiring people. You see, it's all about family, you know. Let me tell you, we have too many dormitory places in Jamaica,
Hey,
meaning places where people sleep,
mm-hmm.
but they don't
One
work.
time,
Hey,
the
Flavius,
birthday was the 8th of July.
we have
Today. We know, you know.
we have somebody who want to engage in the come in at the conversation a little bit.
Yes, man.
So I'm gonna bring them in. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. I'm gonna bring you in the conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm sorry. The problem I have, overheard something favor saying that we have an integrity commission
Mm-hmm.
that needs to, but the integrity commission needs to pull up them socks too, because one of the problems that I personally view with all our instrumental organization in trying to make change, they too have ethical issues because they're afraid to rock the boat,
Mm-hmm.
in my view. The Integrity Commission is one such commission because they know all that is happening that is not right in and around government, in and around. They know when the opposition squeal about certain things that they shouldn't squeal about, or they squeal about, or they don't squeal about things that they should squeal about because they are themselves guilty of the practice.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing about government spending money on those and state of emergency and stuff. I also have an issue with government spending money on education that students are wasting the money. I am in the education system. The government is paying for students to go to extended school. The government is paying for students to do CXC. And they do it when they want. They go to school when they want and know that we are in COVID and online. The government is giving them the devices to work. Who is monitoring that? The Ministry of Education alone can't do it. So we have to rely on companies, parents, and the communities. You know, where I now reside, it is amazing that the students, the kids in my area would sit under a tree and using the same tablet that government give them, that them can't afford data to go online to school, but they can afford data to go online and play games. You know, who is monitoring that? You know, so it's one thing to say that we need to organize ourselves, but at the same time, we need to see the results of what we're doing and then make practical decisions about them. It's not any one entity that is delinquent, but a country that is not visionary. That's my view right now.
I agree with you completely. We are
Thank you.
feeling ourselves. We are feeling ourselves.
Yes,
We are feeling the
and
yeah, we are feeling everything.
I'm going.
it's a flavor. Oh, go ahead, Franco.
No. I
Go
was
ahead,
saying.
go ahead.
I was saying. Francine is joining in. Is coming in. But yeah, talk when you're talking. When she come in, she can pick up from there. Mhm.
Yeah, no.
Is it, I don't think we're just feeling. We're pretending. It's my view. We're pretending to be doing certain things, and when we know nothing really is happening. So even when the ministry, let me talk about education since that's my forte. When the Minister of Education comes out and says, "Oh, we are going to bring back face-to-face classes, and we're going to do it in a blended mode," and I think that is good to one extent. And then you have the opposition is saying that is foolishness the same opposition who is saying the students need to socialize. So when the government says something, we just oppose for opposing sake. And I'm not blaming the opposition, because if it was the reverse, the same would have happened. We just oppose rather than investigating and try to make things work. So where's the integrity? That's what I heard when I joined the conversation flavors, and that's my thing. Where is the integrity? Does the integrity commission only look at political discrepancies and corruption, and not corruption and discrepancies that is filtered out into society? You know, where do we go when it turns to crime and violence, and then you have the communities that cover for the gunman and the thief, and then you expect the government to find him when you know where he's at, but you're not helping the government. Those are the things that I say that we're lacking in integrity and ethical moral standards in our country. It can't be the police alone, it can't be the government alone, and the opposition only makes opposition just to say that they are saying something. It doesn't work.
Well, I agree that,
So
but the problem is the family. We have lost the whole idea of family. I mean, we have lost the extended family long ago, and now we are losing the nuclear family also because of
we
how
lost
the
the
country.
nuclear family first, and now we are losing the extended family because we are handing it over to politicians.
Yeah, let me tell you, too many places in Jamaica, like in and around where I live, I would say probably about let's say more than 50% of working people don't work anywhere near where they live.
Mm-hmm.
That means that they have to leave them house at 4 o'clock in the morning and come back at 9 o'clock in the night.
Mm-hmm.
What time do they have?
Do they have some family
to spend with their kids? Yes. They don't know what the kids look like when they're going to school. They don't know if they do them homework because their time to do all of that is spent in traveling. We
and
need
not
to
only that.
something
And
I
not only that,
something I
flavor.
said for a long time. Hold on, let me just finish this point.
Yeah.
We need to stop this whole thing of building houses. Politicians say, I built 40,000 houses and whatever. Everybody's building houses, but nobody's building communities. I mean, look at Portmore. Portmore is the biggest disgrace in this country. I used to live there, and I can tell you, to get to work in Kingston, work itself, and to get back home is the same thing. You cannot build communities or houses. There is no, I mean, I figure say everybody should be able to get up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock and get to work on time, easily. So they have time to look after the kids, look after them husband, look after them wives, and you come home early in the evening, same thing. But we don't do that. We just push up a wall per house. When them getting work, 5 hours away. These are the things we have to look at. We're not treating the whole living and the liberty and see that these things are the most important thing, because when you have to travel so much, and then another point, because if you work 5 hours away from where you live, all your shopping or whatever have to be done where you work. So your community is just totally stagnant because there's no commerce. But we're not looking, people who study all these social things and whatever, not coming out and talking and telling the powers that be, this is what we need to do. And I
Um,
say, yeah, go ahead.
there are two things that you said that I appreciate, but in helping to make the process a little bit more fair, in that we can only build houses where there is land space, and everybody says Kingston is overpopulated already. The difference, though, is the business people are not going out of the cluster of business. No, when they build, it's where they build Mandela Park, I said in New Kingston.
Yeah.
Before that was built, my vision for that site was a university or high school right in the heart of the business. So students would see people going to work, the way they behave, the way they attire, and is drawn to that. But
that is
brilliant.
But brilliant. That is brilliant.
But people thought it would be best to build a park there. To do what? Yeah?
That idea is a brilliant idea.
Now the park is there. It attracts people, yes, to go and sit down and socialize and waste time. And it lock up by 10 o'clock. So even if you finish at 9 o'clock and want to go relax your brain a little bit, the park lock up. Tell me that's a vision of Jamaica. Tell me that's a vision. Yeah? And then I hang up the phone for you.
Except I had it open for all day and all night for 7 days. I agree. I agree.
We need to build schools. We need to build schools in business communities where children can now adapt the dress code, the whole value of punctuality. They see people, they drop off the children late to school because they have to go into the office first and things like that. So a lot of things that we're doing in the reverse order that we're not paying attention to.
No, this is an idea that I have not heard before, but I think it's brilliant, and I think we should definitely look seriously at that. But just the same as I'm saying, building communities, when you have the high schools and whatever, you need to build businesses around them.
Yeah.
I think that in New Kingston would have been so dynamic. That would have been so dynamic. Mm-hmm.
New Kingston, downtown, Crossroads.
Yes. Oh yes.
Those are the places we need to build schools. I mean, like if you look at North America's design, if schools are not in residential communities where they can just walk to school for the most part, then it's in the business sector. It's in the business, the business area. That's where high schools and universities and colleges are built, So these are some of the things that.
No, but to take your point, I mean, this is a huge point, And if we talk about it again, because if you look at Sabadon High School, King's College and St. George's College. Look at St. Hugh's. Look at St. Andrew. Every speaking about that son. All of these schools are hidden away, Calabar. Yeah. All of these schools are hidden away.
JC.
Probably the most open one is probably JC, the most open one.
No.
Although it is still off a bit, you know what I mean? But
right.
It is so well taken that all the major schools are hidden away. There's no interaction with the business society and schools.
Correct.
No. I think we need to speak a lot more about something like that, because it is so true Dunoon, Technical, and all these places. These places are totally hidden from everywhere. You have to search to find them. You know, something you can
Exactly.
buck up on.
All right, Mr.
You
Miller.
know? One thing I always spoke about and you know, speaking about one of our past prime minister and what he did, and I mean more than one of them. And these were most popular people in Jamaica. And when you look in their area, it's not a big institute and whatever. I think you know, like Western Kingston should have a university. I seriously believe that.
Well,
And that would
we could have done
change.
one in near Kingston Mall, where
Oh yes,
you give the area a
yes.
lift or some sense of hope. You know, we're right
Of
by
course.
West Road, and you know where Horizon Prison is now. It
Where's the right
it
prison?
is
I don't even know what that is.
you know where Things Jamaica was on Spanish Town Road.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Things Jamaica now is Horizon Prison, and
Really?
I shudder
What
every
a
time I pass.
what a what
I
a
drive
what
past
a
that place.
what a change. I mean,
What
a
a
productive thing like that turn
all
into a
right.
prison. Jesus,
Exactly.
please. It
All
show
right.
you
So
direction where we're going.
when people would look forward to send them craft work and things out there. Yeah. No, it's a prison. All right. I was thinking that when Things Jamaica was there, and the fruit house that was at the corner of West Road and Spanish Town Road near the fire brigade
Yeah,
station there, sir, I thought
yeah,
that to complement Ambassador Theatre Training Center, they should have built another
yeah,
skill training center right there, sir, and start to develop that little area as a skill training development community. You have the
yeah,
Ambassador up Macaulay Smith Drive, you have Things Jamaica right there, sir, and then you have whatever them call that one right there, sir, and then you make the area, you target that area, so everybody looks to see that it is developing into a skill center, a skill community, and people will be attracted to go live there, to go live near
creative,
there, to
yeah, creative center.
um,
Yes.
so there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things. I for fear of public mischief, I won't call the person name, but some time ago I had a talk with a radio host, and I said to the person, you know, you have sense. Let you and I take the JLC's manifesto at the time that it looked good, and the PNC manifesto that it looked good, and make we take out of it what we know will develop the country. Write a
Yeah,
job description for the Prime Minister, yes, and put it out there to the public so that they will say, all right, this is what we want out of a Prime Minister. Now vote. There is no way you can go to a corporate Jamaica or a school to be principal or an institution to be CEO or manager, and you don't have a job description, or Prime Minister does not have a job description,
I know, I
or
know.
he makes up things as he goes along. So how do we measure his progress? How do we measure his progress? Yes, how
But
do we
but
assess him? Yes,
but Franco,
we listen to.
Yes, I'm here.
that place that you used to work,
Mm-hmm.
that was a great start, you know. 'Cause I used to go down there, I used to give, you know, talk to the kids and whatever.
Okay, you mean Parade Garden?
Of course,
Okay.
that whole area should be a massive university by now.
And
And
flavors, if
it
it
has,
doesn't even become a university, at least a nice training development site,
yeah, and
you know?
all of that area now, you realize, hey, Franco, that is the most volatile place in Jamaica right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all those burnout buildings and all these things. And look what it was at the beginning when something like that started. And some people with vision put it together. And they couldn't move forward. They could not move forward. I don't understand. I don't understand our thinking, and it's not like say we don't have these good things and these good ideas. I mean, Things Jamaica was a place for employment, creativity, all the positives, and then we turn it into a prison.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we take away the good things, so the youth then becomes prisoners. That's basically what we have done.
Yeah.
Basically what we have done. And then we do not build up the rural areas. So you have a steady flow of rural people coming into Kingston, as it were, to make life. It don't happen.
No, they're coming to try. They're coming to try life.
Yeah. So they end up in what we shifted from ghetto to inner city. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So it have a lot to do with development as well too, because
urban planning.
Yeah,
urban planning and development.
Everything has everything to do with that. Everything.
As you guys are saying that, yesterday someone sent me a text, and part of the text was dear friend went to pick some strawberry, raspberry on a farmland. And it struck him to realize, oh, we move away from things that really was humanizing, and we get caught up in a social media and the decline of mass media and journalism,
Yeah.
And one of the things he mentioned, and that's what is happening in and around my community, is farmlands are turning now into housing developments, and some of these housing that they are making, they're saying that in some areas it increased criminality. You understand me? Because it just house, no other
no industries,
yeah,
no right,
house.
No business, no skills development, no factories, no schools in many of
exactly.
Where I live, right, is a prime example. There was a storm. I can't remember which of the storms them that came, and it was hard. And people from all around the place lost their houses, lost their homes. And the powers that be decided that they're going to find a place and build some houses for them. And the place for them find was near where I live. Now, lots of land that's all done on hillside. On flat was a guava growing in abundance, wild. Nobody knows who planted it, and it don't need no looking after. People just come and make them livelihood. Yes. The people them come and them build some old EPA house. All the guava. And they have hillside right there, overlooking, where they could have put all these houses and we still have the guava and whatever, And guava is supposed to be a very, very nutritious thing for us,
An export item.
Of course. And we just destroy that in one stroke of the pen.
We take a whole lot of things from North America, but we don't take the good things necessarily. because in any housing development in North America, some of the things that must be added to a housing development first is hospital or health center, school,
Oh yes.
and gas station. So
And green
you
areas.
right, and so it creates employment, it creates education, and so people becomes more efficient in that circle because you don't have to walk too far to get everything. People buying houses, they're looking to see if they can get their children into that school before they buy the house,
Yes.
because they know how many people will be coming in the community, because they know how many housing units will be there. They know how much the school can hold. They know how much how the clinic will operate, if it's going to be a 24-hour, a 12-hour, or 18-hour. So all these things that they know before the project even take off, and they
And
can
all of those
advertise
things,
the development by that standard.
yeah, and all of those places, I have personal experience. All those places, when the first house owner push him key in him door, everything is already in place.
Everything, right?
Yes. The supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yes.
one of the first persons who went to live in Greater Portmore.
Mm-hmm.
And when people start to complain that them property price can go down because a lot of people were started selling stuff out of them house.
In a house, yeah, the houses become shop.
That is when they build the Greater Portmore Mall.
Mm-hmm.
I know that a fact because I was there. We don't plan. Everything is just dragged up. We never had a bus. We never had any bus service.
Had a bus park. Mm-hmm.
We never had a bus service over there till long after. Everybody are complaining how far they have to walk from the Elsha Road to come in. Then you see buses start coming in. It's just lack of planning.
All right.
And you have a discipline named urban planning, You have a discipline that people go to school and study these things,
You take me back into my segue.
Do you have employed to these municipal corporations? Tell me.
And you'd probably surprised to know that them have a whole heap about them not talk.
They don't have a whole heap. I can tell you that I know for a fact that they don't have a whole heap. Because in fact I was trying to get a friend of mine to get a job over here in St. Mary. And the secretary manager said he would love to have him, but he has no money.
To pay him.
Money. Yeah, that's not part of the whole description of the municipality. That position is not on the list of people to be employed. Simple.
Boy. All right, so we need to go back to two things.
Hold on, before we go, that's why we have towns like Ocho Rios and all that has become so unwieldy because people just build anywhere they want to build.
All right.
No plan.
No plan, no town plan, no urban planning, no vision for the next. Well, about the 30-30 vision, but it doesn't take in education and things like that. It's only talking about business.
That 30-30 plan is pure rubbish. I can tell you that. I know for a fact.
I don't know the plan. I just hear. Yeah.
No man. In fact, if you tell me, I probably can. I have the full collection of them, the books that they put out. In fact, I went to a seminar with them, and when I asked a question, when I made a statement, everybody was quiet and everybody didn't like what I said. If you look in that book, if you look in our groups of books, it had about half a dozen pages on this. and it had about 3 or 4 lines on diabetes. Check it out, you know. Diabetes in Jamaica is at about 16 to 18% of the population. And these are serious figures. That's why I know that old vision thing is pure crap.
All right. I'm going to leave you all soon, but here's what I want to be my summary. We need 2 things. We need an integrity commission that has teeth, that just does only look at so-called corruption, but look at strategizing how to guide policymakers within the government and the business sector. 2, we need urban planning that will take into not just structural development, but social development. Yes, the social development and other educational value systems that are lacking. Our young people rarely have anywhere to be trained, especially if they fall under the 50% academic rate, meaning that they are failing. Most of those children have no place to go because even Heart is now asking for at least 2 CXCs. And if they don't have them, what do we do with them? So the very few places that can take them don't have the resources because they are not properly funded. So those are my 2 points.
Let me just interject 1 minute. The education system is archaic and need to be revamped in a major way. Why am I saying this? Our education system is still geared towards lawyer, doctor, policeman, whatever. We are not in the 21st century where you have major careers in entertainment, in events, all these different types of things. We don't cater for anything like that. Still going back to the 1940s, 1930s, 1940s, where for you to be anybody, you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a accountant. All these
so we're putting up buildings. Believe us, we are putting up buildings, but where are the plumbers and the electricians and the welders? That's the import them from China.
Yeah, they don't count, yeah. Oh yes.
So, anyway, I have to run with you guys. It was a good discussion.
Thank you.
I thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, man. You have a good day.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Cool.
You feel like royalty, my friend.
Yes. The Really Current is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, Uniquely Caribbean. Each and every Monday at this time, at 11 o'clock to 12, it's the Really Current. Today, discussion was really good. I hope that you all get something from it this morning. For all our viewers, our listeners this morning in the chat room, I want to thank you for participating. Those who didn't participate, I want to thank you for being here with us as well. I want to send out some prayers to a friend of mine who always participate in the morning, whether she's listening or she's in the chat room, and that is Toilette. So my prayers go out to Toilette and family this morning. She's recuperating from her illness, so we just want to let the family know that we have you in our prayers as well. So tomorrow we do it all over again. Want to ask you to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like it, because it helps us a lot to the subscription, and share it with your friends and family, because it's unique and there's something there for everyone. So we're getting out of here, and we're gonna ask Queen Lubafo and Tafina to take us out, and in the language of the Garifuna, we ask Queen Lubafo to say Our Father for us.
You lead us to full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I weeds. Shorty I cleave her I said.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time.
I find it
Bless.
very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I weed. Shorty, I have clean berries. I say,
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
I'm not the master, guess who won't play your game?